Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, a very good defense will be on the field. The Chargers are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against a Seahawks offense that wants to prove it can do some damage.
Okay, Larry, we are a little less than 20 miles from downtown Los Angeles at the StubHub Center in Carson. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught, Lockett. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Lacy gets the handoff from Wilson. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, Lacy. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. we're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, it's Lacy. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high five or two for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They'll run. This is Lacy. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a...
Now a first down carry. It's Lacy hit. He lost the football. It's out. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third or past it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for 2nd down. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Green 39. Green 39. Gun. All right, now look at 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. That's taken on the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And Graham's got it. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Lacy. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Following the penalty now, Lacy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
On the ground, this is Lacy. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Wilson operating from the gun. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Shift together here from the D-line. There's Wilson to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. A minute 57 to go in this 1st half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On the counter, here's Lacy. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Lacy. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Off the fake to Lacy, here's Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Operating from the gun, Wilson, and he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. 3rd quarter now. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And some room to maneuver. Nifty move by Gordon. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. And his kick is right through. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time.
He's got a man complete. That one goes for 36 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
The busy night continues for Lacey. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Wilson. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. That'll bring up second down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard, right at the 20. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Seahawks on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. They've had to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second down following the run.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Here we go.
Now back to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Back to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Mike Morgan leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman, and the return right at the 44-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now Lacy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. The Seahawks on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Rodgers. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cliff Averill in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green! Over! Here we go now. Green! Leopard!
They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Returnable for Thomas. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now it's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run it with Lacy. Eddie Lacy, see you later. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Eddie Lacy, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes, And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. There he goes right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got some space here. And hurdling at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. All right, all right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll run. This is Lacy. Room here to run. Eddie Lacy, see you later. The 20, 10, 5. A big run there by Lacy. 68 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that,